Alright, so this is a suggestion via Discord. The name of the video is The Rise of Racist Blacks in 2024. This is coming from the channel Love Hilal. Let's check it out. Let's see what this takes us, guys. Let's jump into
Blacks can't be racist is the dumbest thing I've heard since the flat earth theories, or even veganism.
Right.
Wait, we rock with the animals over here. Shout out vegans.
Eat your vegetables!
Okay, so we're about to encounter a super high energy video.
But I mean, if black people can't be racist, then explain this.
Alright, let's go.
Or this.
My ling ling. My ling.
This. Or this. Wait, no, that's not racist. The man Kevin Hart literally walked up to this Asian and said, Bao Ching Ye. And I didn't see this get addressed not one time anywhere. But you know damn well if an Asian person was coming out here talking about some yo, eating chicken and drinking Kool-Aid, the black community would be swiftly on that ass in absolutely no time. And that...
Oh yeah, guys, yeah, absolutely. Right? He's right. He's definitely right. But they do.
That was a show. Low-key.
It tells me you've I don't know how much time you've spent in Asia, but yeah.
The black community will be swiftly on that ass in absolutely no time. And that goes to show, low-key black people have a racism past. I mean, growing up half Japanese,
Yeah,
the most in-my-face racism I ever experienced came from the black community. I was getting hit with all types of forbidden jutsus, from this move to the Sun Wukong, Kung Fu, Ching Chong, Jackie Chan, Rush Hour 4 type of humor. People would literally come up to me making Tekken-ass noises, sounding like a Street Fighter character, thinking shit was sweet. And while I can always appreciate a good roast session, trust me, I'm not that soft, that don't mean it's not racist. But the weird thing about it is that there is a small subsection in the black community that truly believes that black people cannot be racist at all. So
yeah, that's stupid. That's incredibly stupid, bro. If you're human, you have the ability to just completely not like someone because of the color of their skin. That's just a reality, right? Is it a great thing? No, bro, right? But does it exist with all creeds and skin tones? In fact.
Today, we're going to be finding out for ourselves. First, we're going to see if we can be racist towards other minorities, and then we're going to see if black people can be racist towards white people. And then by the end of the video, we're going to finally be able to answer the question, can black people truly be racist? Now, let's get started. Other minorities. Now, on average, throughout my experience, I feel like black people really like Asians or Asian culture. I mean, the fact that we have movies like the Rush Hour series really shows the solidarity between black and Asian people. But on the other hand, in the black community, there is a section that spreads a lot of Asian hate. A couple years ago, we had the Stop Asian Hate movement in the Asian community, and a lot of those violent attacks didn't just come from white people. It was, at least from what I've seen, coming from African Americans.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And it's weird because as soon as you call out any anti-Asianness within the black community, it kind of gets brushed off.
No, bro, there's a lot of that. In fact, the reasons why, I have no idea. None, right? But yeah, there's definitely a lot of that.
Asians being seen as the little bro of all races is somewhat normalized. South Asians catch it the worst.
What race would you not date?
Yeah, Indians.
Indians.
I just want to date them.
The amount of Indian jokes, the 7-Eleven curry smell type of jokes is actually insane. And while I can admit that certain stereotypical humor can be funny at times, the same regurgitated nonsense is just not. Obviously, it's not just the black community who does this, you know, white people do it too. But the moment you call it out in the black community, it's a problem and you're generalizing everybody. But obviously, I know that everybody doesn't do it. And I feel like when people change the conversation, it almost comes off as if black people can't do anything wrong. Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism by an individual, community, or institution against a person on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group. So if I was to make fun of a minority, for example, like a Mexican, not to catch this straight, no offense, I fuck with Mexicans, don't even do that. That would be racist of me, right?
Black people cannot be racist. Racism is an institution. It's not a feeling.
People don't know the difference between racism, discrimination, and prejudice, and it shows. Discrimination and or prejudice based on race is racism. Try again. Damn. If we look at the definition, it is literally synonymous. I don't know what you're cooking. You're cooking with something, but you're not cooking. The grill is burning, the house is on fire, and the shit is gonna look like Chernobyl back in like brief intermission. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video. If you see my videos before and you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. Back to the video.
Black people can't be racist. Yeah, they certainly can be. Unfortunately.
I'm gonna have to stop you right there. I love you, but black people cannot be racist. We can only be extremely prejudiced.
I don't understand, my guy. Like, that is literally synonymous with the definition. If
you sure that's a guy?
You are racist towards somebody based on the color of the skin, that is prejudice, that is discriminatory.
A black person can be racist to a Hispanic person. A black person can be racist to a Pacific Islander. I can still be prejudiced.
Common sense. Oh my god, we found common sense. Hooray! Yes, we did it. We did it. In conclusion, if you're black, you can be racist towards other minority groups, and it does need to be addressed. I think in order to truly stop this and stand in solidarity with other minority groups, you cannot be derogatory towards them. And if you want to think on a more like actually relevant scale, protests where you need other people's support in order to drive certain messages, the biggest goal is become allies with different communities rather than being discriminatory towards them and then say, oh, it's not racist. But now that we got the minorities out the way, let's talk about if black people can be racist to white people.
Okay, really quick, before we even jump to the next one here, I'm sitting there thinking about something. I think I know why, right? Listen, hear me out first before you guys jump down my throat. East Asians specifically, okay, not referring to South Asians like as in Indians, not referring to these individuals or like Nepalese or none of these things, okay, individuals. You get what I mean, right? The issue here is, and this is from what I've heard, okay, very often, honorary minority status, okay? So when I do encounter the overall topic, I'm trying to tiptoe around this a little bit here, guys, but when I do encounter the topic, it's pretty much always that. It's like, yeah, they are minorities, right? But they're not really treated as minorities. That's the attitudes, I think, overall regarding it, right? So, like, yeah, they are, but they're accepted pretty much everywhere, right? Generally. I think that's the overall underlying issue, I think, at the end of the day when it comes to specifically many black Americans and Asian Americans.
Also, I filmed this video in like 2 parts, so if you see
it's like a jealousy type thing, I think, potentially.
To a new location right now. This is the other part of it. Now get out of here. We all know the heinous racist acts committed by white people throughout history, such as being the world-famous inventors of things like plantations, segregation, modern-day hoods, and things like the treadmill. If you didn't know, the treadmill was actually based on slavery. It was literally for treading mill, and I believe that it was first invented by the British as like a prison punishment. Slave owners seen that and was like, let's make the black people do it. I mean, everyone should have a special amount of hatred in their hearts for racists in general, but there's been a talking point that you cannot be racist to white people, or even that racism to white people doesn't count and it's acceptable. It just doesn't.
Yeah, bro, it's not. Listen, it is not acceptable, no matter what it is. Okay, sorry.
It makes sense that you could tell a black person that they look like charcoal, and that's racist. But if you tell a white person they look like mayonnaise, then it's not the same thing. Some people say that there is no historical background to calling white people mayonnaise monkeys, and that will be true. I mean, I don't know any white slurs. Do white slurs even exist?
I don't think so. I don't think so at all, actually, because all the ones that are basically used are based off of, or they're coming from super odd positions. Let's say some of them come from like the sound men's vehicles would make as they were beeping the horn for ladies of the night. Some of them were regarding to the sound of like a whip cracking, right? Yeah, I mean, listen. I don't think there really are any like that. I mean, obviously you can be disrespectful. You can make up things that are super interesting and funny, I guess, right? But end of the day, there's nothing like historical that would back like word usage, at least.
Names for the uncolored:
snow possums, snow roaches, enemies of the sun,
sugar cane snatchers, cornstarch crusaders, chalk demons, ice rats, skin cancer magnets, mayo monkeys, gentrification gorillas, inverted Dude, you had way too much time on your hands. Even though they don't have historical background, and
I never heard any of these things. Let me learn some. I'm joking.
Dude, you had way too much time on your hands. Even though they don't have a historical background and it's not the exact same as calling somebody a real-life racial slur, being discriminatory towards somebody based on the color of their skin is racism. Now, some people also say that white people can't face racism because it's not systemic, meaning that like the systems in place were not meant to tear down white people, therefore they can't face racism. Now, that is all the justifications that I've heard for racism against white people. So now we're going to check out some of the opinions that other people have and see if we disagree or agree with their line of thinking.
I don't think it's possible to be racist towards white people.
Racism was invented by white people?
These white people are invited to the cookout. They're not the dangerous thugs. They're the ones that we want in our communities.
Hold on. Racism was created by white people. That's what he just said? I think if we go back to like the racial classifications, let's say, I think were specifically referring to like the botanists. I think it was Carl von Linnaeus and Johann Friedrich Blumenbach, maybe. These individuals who created the classification, the Caucasoid, etc., right? But all right, let's get
By
it.
white people?
These white people are invited to the cookout. They're not the dangerous thugs. They're the ones that we want in our communities. I'm just kidding. I'm just using the same rhetoric.
When white people are going through hardship, they're not as sensitive to it as you would be to a black community. In general, like white people, the privilege behind that.
You make
What? Nani? When white people
What?
go through hardship, they're not as sensitive?
What does that even mean? Bro, trust me, they're experiencing it, right? Listen, every single person that has experienced hardship was there, okay? Because the color of their skin didn't allow them to kind of escape that. You're putting that onto them. But no, they experienced it. I'm pretty sure it was terrible.
Racism is judging or seeing yourself differently from somebody else because of the color of your skin.
What you mean?
What?
Motherfucker? If I look at my skin and see I'm darker than you and you're lighter than me, I'm racist? What the fuck are you talking about, nigga?
Is it okay to be prejudiced towards white people then? Sure. Is it okay to have...
I mean, hey, if he's the spokesperson for all white people, by all means, I don't really care. Let me get off all the white jokes I can then, if it's okay. In my opinion, I feel like prejudice against anybody is automatically going to be
A
wrong.
lot of people
Right.
these days say that reverse racism doesn't exist. What do you think about that?
Reverse racism is not fucking real. There's no such thing as reverse cowgirling racism and putting it in doggy style and hitting it from the back. There's only
Right, it's
one
all-
racism.
it's all the same.
Racism against white people would be racism. Racism against black people would be racism. Racism against Asians would be racism. In conclusion, we discuss different minorities and even white people in order to answer the question, can black people truly be racist towards minorities or white people? And the answer is hell yeah. I don't know what you expected to hear from me other than the most common sense there is. Now, I truly believe the people who genuinely believe that black people can't be racist are just looking for an excuse or a way to be discriminatory or
Yeah.
prejudiced towards a person without
what
being
it is.
labeled as a racist. These people know deep down that regardless of what they say, the excuses that they're using is literally just a wall to hide behind the fact that they want to be offensive without trying to face the consequences. Black people can be racist. Like, I don't know why I really need to say that. I don't even know why this is a video in the first place. But that is going to do it for today's
Yeah,
video. Let
I
me
mean-
know down below in the comments. Do you think black people can be racist?
All right, bro. Listen, I respect the content you just made here, sir. Now, let's go ahead and talk about it slightly. Listen, you guys have sent me a lot of these type of videos, and I'm always gonna say the same thing, bro. Like, listen, treat people decently, right? It does not matter what somebody looks like in terms of the color of their skin, guys. That's not something that is a contributing factor. The culture is much more important than that, because you could run into people from all over the place in places where you did not expect them to be at all, right? They have this look, so you expect them to be one thing, right? But no, culture, trust me, it's culture, right? How they were raised is much more important than actually how they look. So that's just my overall opinion. You can kind of put that how you want to, put it or take it, at least, guys. But all right, guys, listen, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'm definitely not surprised with this individual's end thought here, guys. I'm not surprised, because it's true. If you don't like someone because of the color of their skin, that's what you are, bro. You are the R word. In fact, that's you. That's you. Exclusively. You say, oh, that person over there, I don't like him. Why? Because of the color of his skin. Obviously, no one is going to say it because they know better, right? But you're going to try to, put other attributes to someone's color, and it's ridiculous, right? Trust me, it's how someone is raised, which is much more important than the color of their skin, guys. But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly, guys. Before we go, are you guys subscribed to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd, along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Both are found in the description. Check it out.